Alright. Here we go. Kicking off another week of live streams. Time to see what's what and who's who and get myself ready. Hey, Madam Butterfly, how are you? Pour myself a drink. I have to take a thumbnail photo of this one. I forgot to do the other night. Now I'm gonna. A little bit of overflow. See if I can pour it into another bottle without spilling any. Who said old men don't have any hand-eye coordination? Beautifully done. Alrighty. And this can go over there. Yes, I'm going to have to answer that question for everyone tonight, I know, but you asked first, so you get the first answer. Yes. This is the shortest haircut I've had in 6 years. Well, not quite, 5 years. I started growing it almost 6 years ago. So there you go. I just decided short hair for summer. Even though it's not very summery here. It is in other parts of the country, just not here. Anyway, I've got to quickly take this photo. May or may not make cocktail videos tonight, but okay, get this little kit out of shot. Put this over here too. And I just need to my nice clarified cocktail. Where's my camera? Okay. Portrait. All right, that's that. Switch this off. Switch this out. Bring this back over here because I'm going to drink it. All right. Putting this over here. Okie dokie. Let's get it on. Got a fringe for the first time in years. I'm just getting used to it. All right. Bit of orange peel. Just because that's the way, I like it. I thought that wasn't going to peel very well, but it was good in the end. Very good. All right. Orange oil. Because I'm a fancy boy. And a second one. Come cut your hair. Need the clippers for you. Go all Wakanda on you. That's a cool look, the shaved head. Yes, Justin, I got a haircut. That is true. Not sure what one tried to laugh, but to each their own, reaction-wise, I guess. Stab. Second one of these. Stab. Gonna run out of cocktail cherries if I'm not careful. The Discord post about the fucking passengers. Yes. Madam Butterfly, you underestimate the power of the clippers. I'm not. It would also be unwise of me to underestimate the power of your hair as well. But oh yeah, that's good. My clarified Christmas custard, because I'm a weirdo and obsessed with clarifying things that other people might say, "What are you doing?" Oh man, that custard gives this such a nice flavor. Tasty. Oh well, I'm a Christmas shenanigans. So I've got 2 Christmas videos now: eggnog and custard. The other one I was going to do was did I write down? I'm sure I found a recipe for a Christmas Sazerac that I thought sounded fine. Let me see. Sweet Louise, Cuban Master, Dr. Funk. No, I didn't make... Okay, so where the fuck did I see it? Okay, now I've got to find the recipe. That's okay, I'm on the internet. Justin, guy from Japan, walking from Cairns to Melbourne, past Canberra a few days ago. God, he's going to get some lifelong injuries out of that. Humans aren't meant to do that. Okay. So I am going Christmas Negroni. Cocktail. Oh, wait. Was it 4 pillars? That would explain it. What's your fucking website doing? 4 pillars? Christmas gin, sweet vermouth, Campari, and orange. I've still got Christmas gin from a few years ago. Festive Negroni. Okay, Jamie Oliver's Christmas Negroni. What's Jamie Oliver's Christmas Negroni? Gin, bitters, Bianco. So the infused gin, sugar, cloves, orange zest, bay leaves, cinnamon, star anise. Well, I've got the gin. Okay, I'm going to follow the 4 pillars Christmas gin. There we go. Hey, Jackie. I am completely unfamiliar with the Australian prank channel Misfit Minds. I will tell you straight up, at least 9 times out of 10 prank TV shows or YouTube channels shit me up the wall. Maybe these guys are different. I won't judge them, prejudge them. I will judge them if I watch them. But they're usually fall somewhere on the spectrum of obviously fake, simply not funny, or horribly cruel, or pushing some bullshit ideology. So I have, over the years, formed a very negative opinion on prank channels. But these guys you're mentioning, maybe they're different. I'm absolutely, completely unfamiliar with them. Oh, but man, that's a good cocktail. God damn. Might open my other bitter aperitivo. This is a big question. Do I make my Christmas Negroni now? Wait, which? Sweet vermouth. Okay. Just thinking of what to do with my week. Last week of work before I go on 3 weeks leave and then go back to work before Christmas. But then, of course, you get usually at least 2 weeks where it's really quiet. So looking forward to that. Do I know about the YouTuber Jack Doherty? He's awful, probably out in prison. No, that is also not a name I am familiar with. But given the spectrum of YouTubers who should be in prison, your description does not particularly surprise me. That is freaking yum. All right, I'm on a winner with my clarified again. He does pranks. Yes, well, there's, again, as I've already expressed, when I hear pranks, I'm at the very least immediately on guard. The number of them that are complete assholes that do stuff that should get them in prison, quite frankly. And then the ones that aren't, just being cruel and abusive to people, that they're just not funny. They're not good pranks. And then you get the ones who are bullshitting and they're just faking something to, make an ideological point. And so with those varieties of fuck-ups making up at least 9 out of 10 prank shows, I don't have a very positive feeling towards them at all. But, it is what it is. As much as it has questionable elements, but at least things like Jackass, where they do it to themselves, as one thing, they rarely do things to people outside of their circle. So that is, a bit less troubling for me. But yeah. Okay, now I'm compelled to look them up, Jackie. Let me see. Where's YouTube? Was it Misfit Minds? Okay, it auto completes. A million subscribers, good for them. Okay, so their latest video. Ooh, and Jesus, they're doing really fucking well on the views. Pouring shit beers in Ireland, rigged a bingo night, offensive trivia night, hacked McDonald's drive-through speaker, inappropriate robot waitress. Okay, making customers tip with a racist AI bot. Filling my tank with 100 liters of juice and calling a mechanic to fix it. Well, if they really did it, I believe that sort of thing absolutely and permanently fucks a car. Well, I mean, they're doing extremely well. Eileen Ramirez, hello. I am well, thank you. How are things going with you? I was just looking at a prank channel on YouTube. So, Justin, you said this guy made hundreds of thousands, if not millions, out of pranks being abusive. Crashed McLaren, he was distracted while live streaming. He sounds like a great guy. Yes, Celtic, I'm going to have to answer that question 1,000,000 times, or at least 10 times, but yes. And thank you for the appraisal. So, Jackie, they really did fill the car with juice. That one was actually funny. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at just in pure numbers on YouTube. Like, okay, so they've got over 1 million subscribers. Most channels of that size struggle to get more than 5 to 10% of their sub count as views. They actually get views higher than their sub count. So they are doing spectacularly well. Okay, more power to them. Nice to see little Aussie battlers doing well. That's what I say. But no, I'd literally never heard of them. And quickly looking at their thumbnails and stuff, Jackie, absolutely unfamiliar with them. And isn't that crazy? An Australian channel with over 1 million subscribers, who in terms of views, there's an extremely solid chance they're the most viewed Australian channel at the moment. I haven't really looked at the charts in an extremely long time. But with all that, I've never even heard of them. It's not the case of I've heard of them and they're not my cup of tea, so I don't watch them. Never heard of them, not even a little bit. So, like I said, more power to them. Just that guy, it's just a fucking cavalcade of things with that guy you're talking about. He just got arrested for drug trafficking. Wow. What a winner he seems to be. Cruel to people in pranks, crashing car with distracted driving, and drug dealing. God damn it. Jackie, excellent question. What YouTubers or content do I like? I still watch old school Vlogbrothers. Okay, look, actually, look, I got my YouTube. If I go to the front page, which tells me what I've been watching. What's interesting, Vsauce, the old science channel, has teamed up with another science community, redheaded British woman, and they're doing something together now called The Rest is Science. And I haven't watched the new stuff, but I've watched stuff that both of them make. I watch a lot of trailers for TV shows and movies on YouTube. I started watching Casually Explained recently, which I quite enjoy. And that channel's been around for yonks and, gets millions of views and whatnot. Scrolling through my front page, what else is there that I'm actually into? Oh, I love watching Criterion Closet videos where someone involved in film or the arts gets to go in the closet where all the Criterion discs are, and they pick out a few of their favorites and describe what they like about them. Great for getting ideas of classy films to watch. I'm not seeing. Actually, it's kind of cheesy, but I do quite enjoy it. The Pub Choir. If you've never watched, there's this woman who coaches an audience of thousands of people to sing a song as a choir. And apparently, like the 1 hour show is 45 minutes to an hour of her just coaching the audience and getting people to sing different parts. And then it all comes together in a performance at the end. And the shows are just wildly popular. Or another, what I'd call old school YouTube channel that I still watch sometimes is Corridor Crew, the digital video effects guys. They do some very interesting stuff. I do watch a lot of things. Oh, there's this Irish guy who I've started watching recently, mainly his shorts. Some of them, his name Garen. He's very funny. It's all jokes about a fat bastard being a fat bastard, so I relate. But what? Okay, look, but what are my actual subscriptions here? Wait, what the? Oh yeah, okay, subscriptions. Format's been a bit weird. Okay, I'm subscribed to Auntie Donna. Subscriptions that I still actually watch. Cocktail channels, of course. There's a few cocktail channels. I watch at least some SciShow videos. Kurzgesagt. Sometimes I watch Crash Course too, with those education channels started by Vlogbrothers. Comedian, I've started watching at least some of his stuff recently, Gianmarco Ceresi. I think he's pretty funny. Man Carrying Thing. I like his videos. Very interesting and entertaining. Second Wind, the gaming channel, but I only watch the reviews fully Ramblematic. Love it. Celtic, you, me, Garen, all fat fucks. We can get it. And he's charmingly Irish too. Oh, and some of the like long form video / podcast ones I watch. Neil Brennan is another comedian. He's a pretty good interviewer. Does on average 1 hour interviews with people. Trying to think, is any of my other subscriptions that I still actually watch? They're still posting. I mean, that's probably it for the things I'm still into, honestly. Oh, I like Joel Haver's animations. He does longer form things like short films or even feature length, which I haven't watched that I've been meaning to try, but I like his animations. Sometimes, although not often, but sometimes I watch Mr. Beast videos out of morbid curiosity, what the fuck he's doing. But the one thing that fascinates me, because I remember watching, again, it was like a podcast interview video, guy who used to be the editor for Mr. Beast and Logan Paul, a British guy. And there was a conversation at one point that with big successful channels, what's their failure point? What's their, they feel like nobody watched the video. And for Mr. Beast, his failure point is 100 million views. It's like if he puts a video out on like main channel video that doesn't get 100 million views, that's like a total failure. Uncle Donald on Twitch, hello. I had no idea about quite. Oh, dude, you get such good suggestions for movies to watch. And also, I think it's fascinating because, like, all the people who go in there are like, "Oh, I love films. I'm so excited to be in here," and they'll pick, God, anywhere from 4 to a dozen films they like. Most commonly, they fall around about 6 films, but some do more, some do less. It is really good source of ideas for movies to watch. For me, occasionally, it's just a reminder like, oh, yeah, that's a classic that I've never watched. And everyone says it's a classic and you should watch it. I should watch it. So I just find, the Criterion Closet picks are really entertaining. I did notice that's not the only videos on the Criterion channel. They do promo stuff for the stuff they're putting on disc. But one they did recently that's really got me interested, and this is being like a film wanker. Director Wong Kar-wai is doing their first TV series, like for one of the streaming services. So kind of prestige streaming. And it's like, wow, okay, so they've been making films for decades, and now they're doing a prestige streaming thing, and it's like, damn, what's that going to be? And the trailer or the first look, whatever the hell they were calling it, I don't think it was really a trailer. It was a preview of it. Really makes it look epic. So that looks worth seeing as well. So gotta keep my eye out for that. Pour myself another cocktail. And I think I'll unbox my cocktail kit and possibly even make the cocktail. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that. If I don't do it tonight, I'll probably do it tomorrow. But I don't know what I'm going to do at this point, except have another sippy sip of my drink. Yum. That is good. Man, if I was still going into the office, I think I'd take this in and tell a friend, this is clarified Christmas custard. Very sweet. I was worried it wasn't sweet enough and I put more sugar syrup in it. And I might have put too much sugar syrup in it, but what the hell? Here comes the diabetes. I guess I'll just have to deal with that. C'est la vie, as the saying goes, or as the French pronounce it correctly, c'est la vie. French get very upset if you don't pronounce that correctly. And the last thing I'd want to do is upset the French. Notoriously difficult to upset them, though. Very stoic people. Not at all emotional. Why am I shit-talking French people? I've got nothing against French people. I suppose I'm not shit-talking them that badly. So that's my take. Oh, dear. So actually, Justin, you was telling me to look up this guy. I kind of feel like looking him up. Jack Doherty. What comes up? Like, are there news stories about him being a piece of shit? Jack Doherty, American YouTuber. God, he looks... Oh! I know. He's only 22. Okay, I know that stupid-looking head. Arrested for drug possession. Found disrupting traffic to film social media content. Taken into custody, possessing amphetamines and marijuana. and resisting. Films Daredevil Stunts and Preps. He's got his most watched video has 18 million views. Oh wow, that's really old. This is 2018. No, wait. November 2025. They're saying views as of March 2018. Jesus Christ. His bio? Did you not fucking look on his YouTube channel, you weirdos? So he just walked into traffic to see what would happen. And then he was carrying drugs. I mean, to state the bleeding obvious, he doesn't sound very smart. But yes, when I saw a picture of him, I recognized his stupid little head. Uncle Donald asked Gordon Ramsay about French chefs. I have a good idea of the sort of things he would say. Yes, Al Gordon, very, very colourful in his descriptions of just about anything and anyone. So I can imagine him going right off about friggin' French chefs. Because I'm sure they can be a bit precious. Just checking something on YouTube. What are we doing? Live chat. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Actually, now I'm just going to look that dork up on YouTube. Jack Doherty. 15 million subscribers. Stranger crashed my Tesla, catching the guy who stole my Cybertruck. Okay. So he's only getting about there's a fair bit variety. Some of his videos getting 100,000 or less. The Island Boys crashed into my car. That's 800,000. Okay, let's go. What's his most viewed video on YouTube? God, he's a fucking baby in his most viewed video 8 years ago. So that makes him about 14, 30 million views. Kicked out of Walmart for Flores Lava Challenge. So all these most viewed videos are from 8 years ago. Oh, he's with Fuzi, who got arrested, 7 million views 2 years ago. But yeah, I know because I've known people with big YouTube channels, that really hurts for YouTube channels. YouTube channels that are still going along and their most viewed videos are all 6, 7, 8 years ago. I know, Jack Doherty, a perfect subject for things I'm not giving a fuck about video. Because I literally didn't have a twinge of memory till I saw a picture of him. Then I'm going, I think I've seen that stupid little head somewhere. All right. I'm going to open my box. I got a nice big delivery, as the actor said to the bishop. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Cocktail kit, and I forget what's in it. Open it up with a zipper. Okay. All right. What's in the box? Be yourself. Everyone has already taken an Oscar Wilde quote. All right, Fish House Punch. That's a classic. This is their version of a Fish House Punch. So, rum, brandy, iced tea concentrate, lemon juice. Okay, the black bottle brandy. Fun fact. They're saying the original old fashioned was brandy. Okay. Oh, black bottle. Okay. Oh my God, is this the liqueur? I've had this before. It's very sweet. Zero Waste Awesomeness. Killick chocolate tiki zest born from leftovers. Killick takes citrus peel from the bar, normally top, turn them in liquid gold. I have a few Killick. I'm going to visit Killick in a couple of weeks. Rum that does real work. Okay. So, bloody hell, I just dropped the thing. So there's masses of shredded paper packaging here. So what do we got? What do we got? Iced tea concentrate. Oh, Mrs. Angry might like some of that. Actually, I'll probably use that in some clarified cocktails. Okay. This is cute. Black bottle brandy liqueur. I've had this before. So it's nice, just extremely sweet. And I was on my last bottle of white rum, so more white rum. Nice. Where'd my little card go? Oh, wait. That's interesting. Okie dokie. So these neat little cocktail cards with the holes punched meant to go in a binder. I wonder if these guys sell the bunches. What am I meant to do? 40 mils of the white rum, 30 mils of the liqueur, 30 mils of the tea, 30 mils lemon juice. Well, iced tea. I'm never going to use all this. Iced tea concentrate. I could put that in my carbonator. Celtic, do I think I'll ever color my hair again? Probably not. I mean, never say never. But I'm going to go with probably not with regards to hair coloring. And, the rest of them are interesting. I mean, I might cut it even shorter next time. I might let it grow again. I haven't decided. I still manage to surprise myself when I look in the mirror. Like, oh, yeah, okay, I look like this now. Although I was editing tonight a video shot on the weekend, and I was like, oh, already the long hair looks a bit odd to me because I got the haircut on Monday. The video shot on Sunday had long hair and it already looks a bit odd to me. Oh God, guys are going to post me more religious stuff. Yeah, not enough religion in my life. I was just thinking of something. Maybe make an old-fashioned with that tea as the sweetener. Thank you for the positivity about the short hair, Kelty. I might do that quickly. What would go well with tea? Actually, I think probably... Ooh, okay, I'm getting fancy. I'm going to do a mix of rye whiskey and brandy. All right. Let me see. Where's my rye whiskey? Okay. There's this iced tea concentrate. Just a peachincha. Oh, it is quite thick, that iced tea concentrate. This might be interesting. All right. Some rye whiskey. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. All right. Ooh, and I forgot to get orange bitters, so we'll just go aromatic, I think. Aromatic bitters. Here we go. Hello, Heine. And Strictly Sega. Fancy seeing you here. It's like a Beatles mop top vibe. Nice. Oh, Heine, you think you look like a schoolboy? I tell you, when I was at school, I had a real mop tops. Hair wasn't hugely long, but it was just like really thick and dark, and would go a bit curly when it got longer. Yeah, I just, felt like a change. As good as a holiday, as they say. Sophie wants to move back. Yes, well, he's not someone to be. Ooh, that's really interesting. I tell you, I'm definitely going to use that tea concentrate in a clarified cocktail. I think that's where it might come into its own. It's sweet. It's got that tea bitterness, the tannins, and that's the thing the clarification's very good at, retaining the tea flavor, but filtering out the harsh tannins. I think the old school classic milk punch recipes usually had tea in them for flavor. That's interesting. I don't hate it. Don't love it, but Hello, Abigail. Did my mum give it to you? You joke. I never got my hair cut by my mum. I might have by my grandmother. But there was this lady across the road where we would get our hair cut because there were so many of us. Mum couldn't afford to send us to an actual barber. So I think this lady across the street had been a hairdresser in her younger days. And Mum would send me across, and all my brothers, across the road to her to get a haircut. This is the type of haircut my mum would give me, just by the by. Or have someone else give me, as the case may be. So, Yes, okay, I think this cocktail from this cocktail kit definitely needs to be on lots of ice. What do they say about this? We shall be able to produce a pure brandy equal to the best brands of French cognac. Thomas Hardy. Good on you. In 1880, Thomas Hardy began a brandy legacy that endures to this day. Black Bottle's Brandy Classic is a rich liqueur made from a blend of continuous and single pot distilled brandies, aged in French and American oak, then infused with orange, making it smooth and zesty. And a lot of sugar too. There we go. Your mum gave you the odd haircut until one day she turned white as a ghost, asked if I was okay. Turned out she sliced into your eye heel over a tiny bit and you didn't notice. Oh, no. Killick Handcrafted Rum, family-run Victorian distillery. Killick Silver is an unaged Australian rum made in small batches in Victoria. Expect bright tropical fruit, clean cane, and a crisp finish. Punchy flavour cuts through the sweetness and brings backbone to fruity cocktails. Perfect for a backyard bowl like a fish house punch. Again, that is... Okay, so my cocktail kit this month is to make a fish house punch. White rum, brandy liqueur, peach tea concentrate, lemon juice. I think just from a marketing point of view, Fish House Punch is a shit name for a drink. That does not sound at all appealing to me. Hello, Safa. What did I have for dinner? Some chicken I got from the supermarket, and was like marinated in like a barbecue sauce, and I cooked that up and chopped it up and had it in a wrap. Yes, I actually also think this makes me look a bit younger. But I'd been building up to this for a couple of months. I think I decided a couple of months ago I was going to get a short haircut. And I go, I'll wait till November. And November's almost over. And I finally got it. It was very funny. When the barber was cutting through the hair, like I just said, yeah, we're going short, like not clippers short, but above the collar, and give me a fringe. And just when he's getting big handfuls of the hair and cutting, like the noise of it cutting through the heavy hair is just like the real thing. So if you had a tree branch fall on the train track, had to reverse, go the opposite direction. Okay. Yes, I definitely look like a teenager, Safa. That's real. You had chips and veggies. That sounds good. You know, a Facebook memory was 8 years ago that a tree branch fell on my fucking car while it was parked. Smashed the back window of my hatchback. It was for young Mr. Angry's primary school graduation. Or was it high school? No, it was his high school graduation. What was I thinking? 8 years ago, he was graduating high school. Came out and a fucking gum tree dropped a branch, and it wasn't windy or rainy or anything. And yes, there was across wide areas lots of wind. There we go. I haven't had a haircut since before COVID. Yeah, we're coming up on 6 years. Well, I decided for whatever reason during the first year of COVID not to cut my hair anymore. Basically, first lockdown, I went that. So I'm not that far off 6 years since having hair this short. So it's, very roughly 6 years since my hair was this short. But it was also colored back then. The other thing I couldn't be bothered to do during COVID, although I did do it once. I think I did purple once. And then I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like it. So I didn't do it again. And yes, I'm saving on hair dye, but it was always just supermarket hair dye, so it wasn't expensive. Mrs. Angry was getting a laugh out of it. It's like I was a different person because it totally changes the shape of my face and everything. But yeah, how's 2 days in the office? Tell you what, on Tuesday in particular, the trains were crowded more than usual. Monday was quiet, but a lot of people around on Tuesday. No, well, I'm not going into the office, but 2 more days of work, and then I'm on leave 3 weeks, and then it'll be Christmas. Oh, so I'm probably not doing a Friday night stream this week because we've got a birthday party dinner. So I think it's actually a very safe bet I'm not doing a Friday night stream this week. Going out in the city, having a wild old time. Because that's the kind of crazy guy I am. Having all time. Oh, yeah. Yes, I can literally, as of next week, I can come any day of the week and get my laptop, Abigail. So there'll be a lot more flexibility. I will use it as an excuse to go to the Bitters Lab as well. That means not a Sunday or Monday. Because what do I need? I need orange bitters, and I need some more cherries, backup cherries. And who knows, there might be something that catches my attention there. That was a hell of a noise. Wash out the tea. I'm just realizing I need to make more of my liqueur, which means more of the sugar syrup. Okay. That's a quest for the weekend. Make some more of my spiced apple brown sugar syrup. I mean, maybe, I think I've got like some coconut sugar. I might do with a mix of that. I don't know. Getting crazy. Yeah, I got this on Sunday, I think. From a chemist. This is like, a very medical looking splint. What's good about this, besides the fact the foam on it's very soft, and the metal thing is very protective, so it feels good. It keeps the finger immobilized, not likely to hurt it, but the foam is very soft. But also, if I decide, I need to give my finger a rest from being compressed in this, just want to air it out, so I don't know, so it doesn't get stinky or something, then I can take it out. And we can go it's starting to bruise up, actually. That's only since the weekend it started to bruise up. But it is, where are we go? It's bruised and it's a little swollen and a little not straight. But it doesn't really hurt very much. See Dr. Nick saying over there, well, it's very medical looking. Dr. Nick, that's a very professional looking splint. Are you a millionaire? Actually, I think we'll leave it out for a little bit. But there's this great fucking pressure sore on there where the fingers were squeezed together. Still, and this finger, which is theoretically not injured, but is still bruised and feels like shit from being strapped to the pinky for 2 weeks. So this finger's got crush injuries on it. Ugh. So annoying. All right, I think time for some mineral water. Just some water. My melting ice. All righty. Let's get some mineral water, kids. No, I cannot bend my pinky. That middle joint does not want to bend at all yet. So I've now decided I'm just going to keep it splintered till next week and then go and see a GP, get some advice. I mean, alternatively, I could go to another urgent care center and I wouldn't pay, but it'd be a long wait. So funny when I try and hold it still, it twitches. I can't really control that twitching that it does. So funny that it wasn't broken, but now I've got like these sores and it's fucking. I can move it. I can't bend the middle joint there, but it doesn't hurt. Probably hurt if I forced the middle joint. So was it gusty? It was. It was quite windy for a lot of the day. There was a downpour that lasted about 15 minutes. And aside from that was light rain. God, I was just reading New South Wales. Like Dubbo's in the news because Dubbo and surrounds is high 30s to 40 Celsius with high winds and catastrophic fire conditions. So that's fucked up. That's New South Wales' first catastrophic fire conditions for 2 years. Didn't really hear how that played out. But we're on the internet. I could look it up. Let me see. What's in news? What happened? Commuters facing chaos. Sydney's rail network after wild weather. Yeah, see, that's what you don't fucking want to go to work in the office. Man killed by falling trees. 75,000 without power as storms lash New South Wales. See, people should have fucking seen the writing on the wall. Homes dark until Thursday. 10 giant hail warnings for southeast Queensland. So New South Wales and Queensland must be getting the shits at us so much. For the last few years, they've been getting extremes of weather that we have not been getting. Ooh, fire update details from the fire service in New South Wales. Corowa, which is not real close to Dubbo, but there's a fire near there. Okay. Why Australia's dollar has suddenly soared. It could spell bad news for millions. I did see something about the Australian dollar going up. Add pressure on those with a mortgage. I love... Okay, inflation was bad. How the fuck is that soaring? We're still like less than 65 US cents. I don't know. Finance people are fucking idiots. It's all fucking made up. It's just all fucking bullshit. Economists shit me up the wall because they're totally disconnected from real people. Sorry, I'm reading something. Oh dear. No, that's silly. I'm looking for stuff about the fires near Dubbo. It's not getting big headline news. Actually, maybe if I just search Dubbo and fire. No, that's the ABC thing from this morning, which I read. So, well, okay. It looks like nothing dramatic happened. They're all from the early hours. Okay. So nothing catastrophic happened. Yeah, suffer it was 64 cents and it's still under 65 cents. And they're saying it's soaring. Oh, what's the funny thing? Like crypto dropped 30% in a month because it's a real thing that's worth investing in. Money. It's not real, and but it still manages to ruin people's lives. Humans are so clever, managing to destroy people's lives with something that isn't even real. Yes, yes, yes. Formula's trying to get me to do that. Okay. Can't be bothered to make a cocktail video tonight, but I might tomorrow night. Maybe I will make the fish house punch. I probably, yeah, I got the kit. I should make a video of what it's like. Have I seen RAM prices in the last week? No. Are they going up or down or what? Look, first, was it 5 to 10 years ago, price of everything went through the roof because of crypto fuckheads. Now everything's going through the roof because of fucking AI fuckheads. We're all screwed. And it's all a bunch of bullshit. There's this tiny number of people who benefit from all this bullshit. And the rest of us, we get it fucked over. It's fucked. We're all fucked up. I'm not a fan. I love that, Heidi. Pull half the RAM from your existing PC, sell it for double. Should you say make a fishbowl thingy cocktail would be a good reason to talk about your box? Yes. Well, I'll probably redo the unboxing. Like I actually opened the box before you got here. So making the video, I'll probably redo the unboxing. But yeah, 3 components: brandy liqueur, white rum, and iced tea concentrate. Yes, belongs in a tall glass with lots of ice. Yeah, I'll probably make it tomorrow night. Fuck it. Or maybe Friday night. I don't know. But I'll probably make it. Just, then the only question is, do I make that a full-length video or a short? That's the big question. Decisions. Same with, I'm going to make the Christmas Negroni. But does that deserve to be a full-length video or should that be a short? Maybe I could make a couple of Christmas shorts. I've got the Christmas clarified eggnog. Now I've got the Christmas clarified custard. Do you want to do another one? Do I want to do the Christmas Negroni? Or do I just want to do some short ones? I don't know. You were there and you were lurking. Okay. But that's fair. There's nothing wrong with that. So if your mum bought Christmas brandy, well, there's a whole spectrum of these things to get. Well, if you ask Strictly Seeger, his favourite thing I made him was just brandy that I'd put the cooking spices in. So it's like Christmas pud brandy. Ah, yes. Well, this because people were asking me what I watched on YouTube. So I got into a whole thing about how much I enjoy Criterion Closet videos. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind the supermarket eggnog. For serious drinking, I have my own eggnog, which I raise. I heard you caught. That's behind you. Okay, well, I hope things worked for you in that. There we go. You went to the loo, heard a crash, returned to find your dinner on the floor. Oh no! But it was in a bowl and landed right side up. Hooray! Whew. $800 fine. I forget. Is that something you want to discuss? What was that all about? Oh, so your cat take a sniff at the food and knocked it off the thing. So if I'm not sure I'd do an exclamation mark over Scrubs getting a reboot. It's like, ugh, really? Could we not come up with a new concept? And I mean, I didn't mind Scrubs back in the day, honestly. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you told me about it already, Strixhagen, but you know. I'm an old man. I forget things. I can't imagine there are many people going, a Scrubs reboot. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Well, I'm glad you feel like it was reasonable outcome for you, Srika Sega. That's the important thing. Deep sigh. You got to throw yourself on the mercy of the court, though, Srika Sega. Actually, speaking about viewing, not so much about a Scrubs reboot, because I can't imagine that's something I'll end up watching. Mrs. Anger and I did start watching Foundation this week, and it's interesting. You know, it's this big, epic space opera type thing, sort of thematically and stylistically so different from our last binge watch, Slow Horses, which was comparatively fast paced and gritty. But, you know, quite enjoying Foundation so far as space opera goes. But it's fascinating that they changed virtually everything from the books. It's actually wild how little the streaming show has to do with the books. Abigail, I read the novels back in the 80s. So, yes, I read them, but it was 40 years ago. And so I only have kind of fragmented memories of what's in them. But I did a little bit of online checking, like, does that stuff in the show happen in the books? And it was like, no, 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 no. It's like, okay, virtually everything is different. Okay. So, you know, just watching it on its own merits. And it's this, it's just big, epic space opera stuff. And just a kind of meaningless aside, one of the main actors who plays, you know, Emperor Cleon, the middle emperor, Brother Day, his name or his stage name is Lee Pace, Leepace, and that's just not a movie star name. I look at that and go, is that your real name? Is that your given name? It's just something about it where I just go, not a movie star name. it's just, it's like that to me, it's an English soccer player name. I am the captain of the English team, Lee Pace. That makes sense. Movie actor Lee Pace. Just something about it. Maybe it's the two single syllables. Are there other actors with single syllable names, but they got stage names? Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Lee Pace just doesn't sound right to me. It just does not. Which is a silly, frivolous, meaningless point. But I can't help it. I look at it and go, that does not sound like a movie star name for me. Interesting question, Safa, about stage names. The use of stage names is incredibly widespread. That's right. He was the Elven King Thingol in The Hobbit. And Ronan the Accuser in Gardens of the Galaxy. Yeah, so he's done heaps. But there's just the name Lee Pace. Doesn't... Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like a movie star name to me. No slight on him. Because again, it's a stupid, meaningless point to make. But it's just what popped into my head whenever I see his name, because he has been in quite a lot of stuff. It's like Lee Pace. Really? That's your movie star name, Lee Pace? Now I want to look up. Is that his real name? Okay. Lee Pace, American actor. What's his Wikipedia entry? What's his birth name? Where is he? Early life. Born in Chickasha, Oklahoma. So that's like his real name. His middle name is Grinner. Honestly, I think he should have taken that on. Either Grinner Pace or Lee Grinner as a stage name. God, he went to Juilliard. Okay. And he's married to Matthew Foley. There you go. Raised Catholic. So Lee Pace is his real birth name. Okay. There we go. Point on the doll where Lee Pace hurt you. No, he's fine. It's just it's again. This is I have no qualms about saying this is a stupid, meaningless point I'm making, but it's just not a name I expect for a name. I don't know. Like I said, I'm making a weird, shallow, pointless point. But the idea of his name just being wrong for a movie star just got stuck in my head. And seeing. Well, so if you're doing all adult stuff, shaving and paying bills. Yeah, I got my pay today, so immediately used to pay off a credit card because I had to pay my car rego this month. So it was like, okay, that I forgot about that. So that's put a hole in the $1,000 hole in the budget because I thought I was like ahead on things, and I was. So just as well because the rego and some insurance payments. It's like, damn, okay, fucking hell. That's just bringing me in. No glass bins. No, they first floated giving us a fucking fourth bin a couple of years ago, but that never picked up. So we still have the 3, just one for recycling, not separating glass and whatnot. What's that? That's a purple lid when it's a glass. Yeah. I'm not sure why it never happened after they floated it a few years ago. I know some suburbs have it, but I don't know exactly who. But yeah, it got, like I said, it got floated years ago, and then it just never happened. I really want to be able to make a fist with this hand, and I can't because that metal joint really does not want to bend. So I'm going to leave it. I've now decided to leave it till next week and go and see a GP and say, look, is this okay? Does it need another x-ray? Is someone going to have to do the thing where they yank it and it comes apart? I don't know. Just like, it's, on the one level, super annoying how awkward it is. But yeah, on another level, it's like, well, it really dodged a bullet. Like it's only the pinky on my left hand. Even if it's permanently fucked up, it's hardly the end of the world. Didn't break any major bones, didn't fuck it up on my right hand. So how often do I compare and change? I actually literally got an annual thing just recently and did a comparison thing, and it wasn't worth changing. Actually, I did actually change within the same provider how my billing's done. So there you go. That's a fun adult fact, Shafa. There we go. If they have to do the yanking thing, please. God, you and your medical stuff, Dr. Abigail. Honestly. I mean, I get it. Honestly, I do, but oof. The fact you were so disappointed I didn't take photos or video of how out of whack because although it's a little out of whack now, it looks much more normal than it did the day it happened. It was like bending out a bit. God, it's so funny I can't hold it steady. It just twitches. I'm not really doing it. I have no control over the twitching of that finger. I was talking to someone at work who had, but he's talking about when he was young and playing football. And he had quite a bad dislocation that he didn't realize at the time. And when they looked at it, one bone had slipped under there, and they just grabbed it and went yoink. And he said it really didn't hurt. It's like he tried to do it himself and couldn't. He said it's surprising how much force they apply when they do it. And I was going, yeah, you can't do that yourself because your brain's telling you don't do that. Even if it's not hurting, your brain's just going, nah, don't do it. Don't do it. It's very hard to resist your brain saying that's going to hurt. Don't do it. But you can let someone else do it. And it's nowhere near as much of a turmoil. Right, so I'm going back to see the physio tomorrow, and he's going to. The weird thing I had where it's like it felt like I pulled a muscle in my back or side. It's like completely gone. So I can just work on my hip, my old man hips. I don't know if I even gave an update. I'd been worried about this pain I have in my hip. If I lie on my right side, my right hip gets really sore, and I can't keep lying on my right side. There are just times I want to lie on my right side. And the physios, and I had this nagging thing. Is this the hip? Is this a hip replacement thing going on here? Because that happens to people way younger than me. And physio did his whole probing and whatnot, and said, "Nah, it's not a hip replacement thing. I can feel it. There's like a strain on that muscle." And he did some heat application, ultrasound, massage, and then gave me some exercises to do, which I have been doing them. Probably not as much as I have, but I have been doing them. And so I'm going back to see him again tomorrow. And he was saying he was going to work on the back thing, but I'd be pleased to say to him, you don't have to do anything to the back thing. It's completely gone. It's not even a twinge. So please fix my hip because it's annoying the shite out of me. I love that, Safa. You sound like an 80-year-old man sitting on his veranda with, I feel it in my joints. There's a change a-coming. And again, I'm not saying you don't. Changes in barometric pressure. Some people are extremely sensitive to changes in barometric pressure. But it's like a stereotype in stories, movies, TV shows. It's the old fella on his like front veranda in a rocking chair going, "Look, there's a change coming. I can feel it in my joints." So yeah, it's quite bad today. But yeah, well, maybe it was literally. I don't know if there's the wind so much, but the wind is happening because it changes in barometric pressure. I don't know. Or the other thing is, it can be quite psychological. The brain is extremely powerful. Brains are ridiculous, quite honestly. How easy it is to fool brains is just visually. It's like so easy to do a fucking optical illusion that completely confuses your brain. And you get a lot of people who think like, what they experience physically is an absolute reality. And it's like, no, you know, there's a dozen different sort of receptors on your body that send electrical and chemical impulses to your brain, which your brain interprets. And your brain is perfectly capable of interpreting those signals absolutely incorrectly. Pain is supposed to tell you about injury or potential injury. So to stop doing a particular thing or to protect a part of your body because it's been injured. But your brain is perfectly capable of perceiving pain, real, true, excruciating pain. Where's the one? Oh, what's that on KO on Twitch? Jesus hates me. That's just because I fucked his mum. Don't listen to Christians when he says he loves you. Yeah, well, like I said, he's just kind of mad because he knows I fucked his mum. So, Safa, when your knee acts up, it's actually difficult to walk. Okay, I'm going to go with that is quite extreme for someone your age to feel like you sense weather changes in your knee to the extent you find it difficult to walk. I'm going to go with that is quite extreme. Not great for you. You should get a check. I mean, I would consult a GP at least, Safa, and just say, hey, this happens to me. Look, dude, if it's got to the stage where it makes it difficult to walk, that's debilitating. You want to talk to a GP about that. See if there's something to it. And I'm probably going to do a few medical things while I'm on leave for the next 3 weeks. See a GP about a finger. I might see a podiatrist because I have weird feet. I want to see some weirdo who went to medical school and specialized in feet, which just seems like a terrible idea. And Might get a teeth checkup. No, the Friday is my last day, and then I'm on 3 weeks leave. And then, 2 quietest weeks of the year. So I'm looking forward to that. I wasn't going to go because I'm officially back at work the Monday before Christmas, and I wasn't going to go into the office until after New Year's. But then all the teams going like, yeah, let's have a team end of year lunch on the Monday before Christmas. And I'm like, really? Sorry, it took me a while to process that sentence, Abigail. It's going to medical school, then specializing in feet. It's better than going to film school and specializing in feet. I'd say that's Quentin Tarantino, but he didn't go to film school. He regards his work in a video store as his film school, but he definitely specializes in feet. Once you know that, you can't unsee it in his films. Safa, feet have a tendency to smell, yes. So I'm going to be super self-conscious going to a podiatrist. I'm going to really scrub my feet before going in, not do anything to make my feet sweaty. Okay, you didn't know Quentin Tarantino has a foot fetish, or are you being coy? I cannot tell in text. But yes, Quentin Tarantino very much has a foot fetish. He's a strange guy. What can you say? Oh, you didn't know he didn't go to film school? No, he didn't. He worked in a video store for years, and he just spent all day, every day watching movies and just absorbing film style. Like, he wasn't just playing the latest blockbusters. He was playing classics on the screen. So working in a video store was his film. Actually, you know what? I could be wrong. Let's quickly look it up. Maybe he did go to film school. Quentin Tarantino. Let's look. Well, not that Wikipedia is flawless as a source of information. Early life. Quentin Jerome Tarantino, born in Knoxville, Tennessee. He's only a little bit older than me. Early jobs and screenplays. Usher at an adult movie theater called the Pussycat Theater. A recruiter in the aerospace industry. And 5 years at a video store. Well known in the local community for his film knowledge and video recommendations. When people ask me if I went to film school, I tell them, no, I went to films. So, no, it's true. He didn't go to film school. I just thought I'd check that out because I thought maybe I'd fallen for Folklip. Hello, Ali. How are you? Nice to see you back. By goodness, the topics of conversation have wandered a lot. I am in Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne, Australia. Where are you from, Ali? Most of the people who watch this stream, as few as that number is, are in Australia. We have some from the United States there. And we occasionally get people from all over, England, Europe, and whatnot. It is a nice place, Ali. I like living here. So, yeah. Me being Australian, we've got connections with other Australian people, but from all over this big wide land. Do I stream daily? No, 3 or 4 days a week, depending on the week. I mean, honestly, actually, sometimes if I really have the stamina, maybe 5 days a week, but not daily. It's just, look, I made videos back in the early days of YouTube. There's a period maybe 15 years ago where I was serious about it. And then I decided not so much. And I just do things for fun. And then COVID was just so full on and fucked. It was, yes. So I was doing it every day during lockdown as a retreat. And I just do chills. Yeah, you know, Ali, no shade on you, Ali. But I kind of knew you're an artist who does custom art. I get that quite often on Twitch, and no shade on you. I appreciate the hustle. In fact, I do have a Discord, and I am happy for you to post a link to your stuff on Discord, because you never know when I want to I'm not in the market at the moment, but you never know when I want to revamp channel art and whatnot. More than happy for you to share examples, links to your portfolio on my Discord. Because you never know when I am. Not so much at the moment, but appreciate your hustle, and I'm always open for it. I need to have more spare cash to pay an artist to do any new stuff for me. And I consistently fail to win lotto. So, you know, that's some bullshit. I thought it was completely reasonable for me to figure winning lotto into my plans. Hasn't happened yet. So that seems like a bunch of bullshit, honestly. And I expect better of the universe, quite honestly. So, but yeah, not so much up to this point. So I don't know what's going wrong there. It's as if the odds against winning it are tens of millions to one. Send a request on Discord. Yes, okay. I'm on Discord. Let me see. Where are we? There we go. Friend request from Elin Ramirez. Yes, accept. There we go. Nice. So that's done. Oh, nice. Thank you. You've shared. Well, I love the name. Chromographics LSC. You're in Virginia. Thank you for sharing your portfolio with me, Alan. Am I pronouncing that right? Alan? Alan? We've had various folk from West by God, Virginia, Madam Butterfly in Tennessee. Let me see. I got your page open here. Let's have a look at the portfolio. I'll do a share screen so you can see what I'm looking at. Interested in artists for thumbnails and t-shirts. There you go. Okay, well, let's look at what's on offer here. Okay, gaming rooms. I said, okay, it's taking a while to load. Oh, that okay. So these are videos. Oh, neat. Okay, so those are actually animated animations. Let's let an animation load. Oh, neat. The one with a very Pokemon vibe in that one. I guess the emotes for Twitch. Ooh. Nice emotes. What else we got? Overlays. Oh. Yeah, see, these are all very Twitch focused stuff, which is neat. Actually, you know what? I can use overlays on StreamYard. Banners. Guy with the dog in his thing. That's how to win people over. I like there's a mix of styles which I quite like. And logos. Noise. Oh, there's a decent mix of styles in here too. Of those half-face ones you've been doing. This guy's hat doesn't matter. Deputy Sap. Oh, okay. There's some very nice work in there. Yes, the game. Sorry, this is Dr. Abigail shitting on me. Gaming rooms have multiple monitors, unlike where I am. Oh, nice. And your studio's got one of your paintings for sale, end of the year gala in December. Nice stuff. I don't know. Look, maybe I'll buy an extra monitor in Black Friday sales. I got to try and get a new chair because this chair is like beyond fucked. Oh, what's the black? Oh, okay, black bottle. Haven't had this liqueur for a while. I have had it before. I'll pour myself a bit of it. Oh, that's a very satisfying noise, isn't it? Does it do it again if I do it here? Not as good the second time. Oof. That's not a good angle for my little fingy. Not glug. I was going to see if that would glug glug. It didn't. Type you on Discord. Wait, where are we? Discord. Twitch affiliate services. Oh, nice. I'm not that serious about Twitch yet. Yeah, Ellen Ramirez is on the Discord. Okay. Man, okay, that brandy liqueur is pretty good. I think I like mine better, but that is pretty good. Oh, Loch a Lordy. Well, a few things happening tonight. I have a stupid day of meetings tomorrow. Like everyone knew I was going on a holiday, so they're like, let's stack his day full of meetings just before he goes. Just so he doesn't miss us. Give him a little overdose on the last day. Yep. That's a lot. That is a lot of meetings. This is just for Dr. Abigail. I'm sharing like that finger. That's like a little dark, yucky bits that's turning into a scab. That's just a pressure sore from where these fingers were. Or I can feel it when I put them against each other. There's a sensitive spot on both fingers where they were pressing up against each other. Oof. It's going to turn into a big scab. I wonder if it's going to be like a divot in that finger when the scab comes off. Oh wait, which reply are you waiting for? Oh, sorry. Well, okay. Sorry, I thought I made it clear I'm not doing any of those things on Twitch. I appreciate you sharing the portfolio, but if a literal question, I'm not doing either. But am I more interested in artwork or the Twitch affiliate stuff? I feel confident I would go for artwork before I did a Twitch affiliate thing because I don't really care. I'm just restreaming to Twitch because it's a zero effort thing. You want a high-res photo? Actually, I could do it. Just because. Okay, where are we? I'm going to put this on Discord. Okay, this way so it gets good light. Oh, yeah. Wait a sec. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, those colors look good. It's really hard to get it to focus one-handed. All right, let's just do proper photo. Oops, what's that about? This is really hard to do one-handed. Or should I come over here? Oh, yeah, no, I should come over here and get more light on it. Is that photo actually any good? Not really. Look, maybe I'll get Mrs. Angry to take a picture of it. I don't know. I'm just being very uncoordinated trying to do it one-handed. Wait, where's my Discord on General Neurospicy? See if I can show it on here. Where am I? Oh, that's reasonably. I think. Let me show. Where are we? Picture. Share screen. Discord. So yeah, that's my pinky there, and that bit there is just going to turn into a big scab on my finger. It's gross. I have a habit of picking scabs and leaving indents. That finger, it's only tiny. There was a tiny divot on that, and I just managed to pick the scab off it. Hello, Hannah. How are you? What was the new Twitter update, Strictly Sega? Yes, coming at the 11th hour, just before I say Guten Abend. Oh, well, yeah, you along with everyone else. Surprise haircut. I feel like I maybe mentioned on the streams I was planning to do it. Not sure, but I got it done. Lunchtime. You got a surprise. People in the office got a surprise because in the morning I had long hair, and then after lunch I had short hair. Ah, okay, yes, Strixhager. It was the location thing. I thought that might have been what you were talking about. I saw a few articles on it. Yeah, so people claiming to be American patriots who are actually in India or Uganda or something. I should have made up a wild story about my hair. I wasn't in that creative a mood about my hair. Yes, and yeah, America First accounts made in Russia, this whole thing. Walk back in with my head bandaged so they didn't know about the haircut. That would have been fun. And then just going like unwrapping and revealing. What was the Media Watch vid? Sorry. Abigail went out and came back with a lip piercing. That's fair. Come back and go, I did a Britney after getting stuck behind a slow walker. I mean, that is my impulse sometimes, actually. What am I? What did I? So when did you send me a Media Watch video, or on what forum? Is my plex down? You're a bit drunk yesterday. What, you sent it to me via direct message? Let me. Okay. Oh, was it Cock and Bulls? Okay, weirdly it won't play. I mean, I think I got what that was. It was the school kid thing you were talking about. But yes, it won't play. Live on the life sci-fi, buying half-price caramel Daryl Lee chocolates. It's all happening. No, okay. So I did not receive a Media Watch video from you then. So I seem to think there's maybe a video cockandbulls.mkv. Media Watch was showing stories they didn't cover. Okay. Now, I did not receive that. If you sent me that as a message on Discord, I didn't receive it. So I don't know what's going on there. But did you get... I was reminded of something today, a somewhat obscure movie from a few years ago called John Dies at the End. Yes, I think a couple people were actually doing court challenges to the social media ban in Australia, saying it was unconstitutional, which is going to be an interesting and arcane political argument because, of course, the Constitution did not take into account the internet. You sent it on Facebook Messenger. Let me see if I've got that. The Barnaby stake. Look, anything with Barnaby and anything with that pair is fucking cringe. I only know that it happened. Like, she cooked a steak on a sandwich press. Oh no, what the fuck was that?
On the scenes. We'll be back next year from On the Scenes. We'll be.
All right, I'll watch it later. I don't know. Get content matching. Well, did anyone see the fun story about the Italian guy who dressed up as his dead mum to claim her pension or something? That was very weird. And I can't argue it's unconstitutional if you never can test it when the requirement's 13 years. I mean, who knows, Hannah? I don't know how likely that I don't know how likely that court challenge is to work. I'm not a legal expert. Does kind of seem like a long shot to me, because governments have always been able to do censorship, and Australia has some levels of censorship. Safa, I am 1000% against digital IDs because it's an absolutely fucking hideous security risk. It's a stupid idea. Every fucking con artist who's tried to sell different governments around the world they can do a flawless and safe digital ID program are fucking liars. They are grifters, and digital ID. Sorry, and I guess I should stress, if you're talking about for online identification, it's a terrible idea that must be resisted because it's fucked. Was I against the Australia card back in the day? I mean, I was kind of too young. But yeah, the idea of, papers, please, is a bit off-putting. And the government has a responsibility to protect minors, so it'd be a hard fight to say it shouldn't be a ban for minors. Yeah. But yeah, I really don't know that any of these court challenges are likely to succeed. It seems to stretch. It does seem quite straightforward. If the government says this is a thing we should legislate, they're probably able to legislate it. But we shall see. Should be parents' jobs to use parental online controls. I mean, broadly, I would say yes. In practical terms, you can't really control what kids do with the internet and connectivity and whatnot. But yeah, the idea of online age verification is fucking terrible because it's just a hideous security risk and ripe for abuse from both criminals and despotic governments. It's just a shit idea. And I reiterate, every fucking grifter who has told governments around the world they can definitely introduce a completely secure online digital ID are fucking liars. Yeah, the UK was talking about digital ID. I don't know if they've successfully implemented it. I mean, I could have a quick look. UK digital. See, I don't know if it's implemented there. UK praised India's digital ID system, but it's locked millions out of their legitimate benefits. UK far-right figures stoke digital ID fees with unproven claims. UK government's ID proposal restarts privacy debate. It may penalise the digital poor and anyone on the margins. Al Jazeera, why is the UK introducing digital IDs? Why is it so controversial? BBC, security concerns over system at heart at digital ID. Yeah, it's just a privacy nightmare, basically. Oh, in the UK, it's to prevent undocumented migrants working in the UK. Reduce the complexity of identity checks. The Brit card, so that's like the Australia card. Okay. National ID card. All right, so yeah, it's a proposal at the moment. Okay. Yes, well, funky Abigail. It's like everyone. The idea, theoretically, for a job, you're meant to provide identification that proves you're legally allowed to work. It becomes the sort of thing cops can say, show me your ID. It's like, papers, please, papers. Yeah, but yeah, online IDs, like, and this is the anti-porn thing that's being pushed in the US. A lot of US states have pushed this anti-porn thing. And it's just shit. It's a terrible idea. She said, guy's car breaks down on a rural road on the way to a job interview. He curses his luck, gets out, pops the hood, peers at the smoking engine. After a few moments with no success, he hears someone say, I reckon it's your spark plugs, mate. Man looks up and around, wondering who's speaking. No one's there. He goes back, poking on the hood once again. Buddy, it's your spark plugs. All right. Man looks up, sees nobody, just a brown and black horse peering over the nearby fence. He looks back under his hood. He hears again, you fucking dumb, it's your fucking spark plugs. Okay, I have no idea what the payoff for this one is. He looks up again and sees the black horse rearing up on its hind legs, shouting at him, it's your spark plugs, your spark plugs. Guy in a fit of panic seizes his briefcase from the back seat just as the horse leaps the fence and starts walking towards the car. I have no idea what the payoff for this is going to be. Left the vehicle, arranges for him to pick it up, fix it. Wait a sec. Sprints way down the road, opposite direction, until he comes to a nearby small village. Shaking, feeling sick, he tells the local mechanic where he left the vehicle, arranges for him to pick up, fix it at twice the usual price. He briefly considers going to the police, but decides no one will believe him. He ducks into the nearest pub, sits down in the corner. Eventually, he plucks up the courage to get himself a drink. Fuck me, mate. You look like you've seen a ghost. What's up? Asked the bartender. Man considered telling his story, decides to go ahead with it. Bartender listens. Finally, man's story comes to its conclusion. He says, "That's amazing. That's incredible. 2 horses up the road, you say?" "Yeah," the man says. "Scared me half to death." Where is this going? 2 horses, a black one and a brown one? Yeah. Oh dear, where is this going? And it was the black one who mentioned your spark plugs. Yeah, replies the man, wondering where the bartender's going with this. I'm wondering where the bartender's going with this. I cannot work out. "Oh, good," exclaims the bartender. "The brown one doesn't know jack shit about cars." Oh, this is going to be a Shaggy Dog story, isn't it? And it is. It's a good one, though. But this is really fucking difficult to do one-handed, honestly. Give Mrs. Angry to do it later. It is time to eat the cherry. Have I ever smoked a pipe or cigar? No. Yum. Cherry time. Finger still needs to be splintered, Celtic. I can't bend the middle joint yet. And I'm planning to see a doctor about it next week. Yes, in all probability, streaming tomorrow, but probably not on Friday. But then probably on Saturday. So we shall see. Any pain? Yes, some. It's more annoying and awkward now than painful. Most of the pain's gone. Yeah, I definitely can't bend it, so I just got to keep it safe. Why not Friday? I thought it's like birthday dinner on Friday. It's a joint birthday for some of the offspring. So I'll be out in the city having dinner and probably won't be home till late, and probably won't be any mood to stream. But, probably on Saturday. So you'll take care, and I'll see you another time. But bye for now. Bye.
You are totally fucked!